Hello, Stampers. I think turn this thing, because for some reason, when I try to have the natural light come in here, it just looks horrible. Just saying. Well, happy Mother's Day. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to pop in here. I forgot my iPad. I got to see your guys' comments, so give me 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. There, I think that fan being on high makes a little bit too much noise. So welcome to Fun Day Monday number 39. Pretty fun. We're getting there. We're getting this thing moving. Oh, look at all those likes you just threw up there. Isn't that nice? All right, I need to go in here and I need to share this. Hello, Jamie. Yeah, I gotta share this on the group and I gotta share this over on my own page. And if you guys could share it on your page, because it would help with the algorithm of Facebook. So if anybody else is on and you share and somebody sees it on your news feed and they pop in here, that would be awesome, because you know how awesome I am to watch here on Facebook Live, and they could learn how to make these wonderful cards too. All you have to do is hit that little share. It's down in the bottom right next to where you can comment in here. And then it will bring it up and you just hit post to public. Because we all know I need more viewers. It's how I build my business. Okay, so a couple things to remind you guys. I hope you saw that Paper Pumpkin is doing their, what's it called? I totally forgot what it is. Subscribe-a-thon? Yeah, that's it. $5 plus your tax. But for some of you who are viewing right now that are in Oregon, you don't have tax, so $5. The shipping is already included. You get this month's Paper Pumpkin kit sent right to you for $5. That's pretty darn awesome. And this month is that, and today's the last day, I have to tell you. So if you want that Paper Pumpkin for $5, that comes with an exclusive stamp set and an exclusive ink spot, you need to go over. Well, you're on my page right now. So just go down, find it. You'll find this little thing here. Go in and you're going to want to hit, there is a code for it. So when you find this, make sure you're on the right one that says Subscribe-a-thon on there. And it will tell you the code that you need to put in. There's a passcode that you need to put in there to make sure you get your subscription for $5. $5. Like, that blows my mind how they could get away with doing that. And then if you're not pleased with Paper Pumpkin and you don't want to continue on with it, then you can just cancel your subscription. That's a hard word for me, subscription. You can cancel your subscription. Or if you see my post tomorrow when I have access to what the new Paper Pumpkin is going to look like, then you can make the choice that, hey, I'm going to keep up with a subscription and you go ahead and continue it through, you won't be charged until, well, the way Paper Pumpkin works is it runs from the 11th through the 10th. Hi, Karen. It runs from the 11th through the 10th. And I think you get billed somewhere like the 12th or something like that. So that's kind of cool that you will then always keep knowing that it's going to show up right in your mailbox. So this one, that would be coming to you for the $5, is all about baseball. It even comes with gum. How cool is that? I know this is backwards to you guys. Sorry about that. But if I flip my arrangement around on my thing, it really messes with me. Something fierce. So it comes with gum. It is enough supplies to create 9 cards. So this would be really kind of fun if you have any little boys, or, you know, Father's Day is coming up. You can make some cute Father's Day cards. Also, if you have little mins in your life, birthday party invites. These, I think you could just change the sentiment in it and make some invite cards. Or, you know, hey, you have a kiddo starting up baseball soon. I don't know when baseball season is, but you can send out some invites for them to come, and, you know, family and friends come join and watch your kiddos baseball, softball, whatever. So I wanted to let you guys know that, because I think that's really kind of a cool deal for $5, you know. And like I said, if you don't like them, and you can also, like, say you don't like the one that I post tomorrow, so you don't want the following month, so it would be around June 12th that it would charge your debit credit card. If you don't want that one, you can always pause that month. You can pick and choose what months you want to continue with this. So just showing you that, because we're running out of time. Midnight Mountain Time, I believe, is when it is a no-go, or maybe it's not midnight. I don't know. Do it now. Don't stop watching this awesomeness, but, like, when I'm done, go subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. Just throwing that out there. So, did you guys enjoy Mother's Day? Hello, Patty. Did you guys have anything fun that you guys went and did? Did you guys get to see your kiddos? We actually had, this last week, we had family come down here to Tucson and visit us. I had my my oldest daughter, her dad, she's from a previous relationship, no judgment. Her dad and his new wife flew down to Ecuador, I think it was, and they went on they're very much into diving and that kind of stuff. Hello, Mom. They're very much into diving, so they went on a diving expedition type thing and went out on these boats, and she showed me some of the most beautiful pictures of, like, them swimming with turtles and swimming with, they actually had those big sea urchins with the big spiky things on it. One of those were sitting underneath. The colors were amazing of the fish that they were swimming by. Oh, how cool is that? I could never do it because number one, I don't think I would be able to learn how to breathe with, not scuba gear, but whatever. Yeah, scuba gear. I couldn't do it. So power to them, and I can enjoy the photos that they share. But it was the first time I got to meet his wife. She is a sweetheart. I'm very happy that, you know, she is in their lives. Also, his parents came down from Oregon. They're from Alaska. They, like I said, they were down in Ecuador doing the scuba thing. So then his parents came down here from Portland and came out and visited us, which was so fun, because last year I was afraid we wouldn't be able to see, you know, them again because of COVID and all that. But last year my father-in-law had kind of a spill. He fell down a flight of stairs in their house that goes down into their basement. And it is a long staircase. We're talking probably 30, 40 stairs. And he fell straight down them. He broke his clavicle. He broke both arms. He also wound up having a brain bleed. So doctors felt that it was more important to fix the brain bleed. So he still has these breaks on him, and they're kind of just letting it kind of just heal naturally. They put him in splints and all that kind of stuff and let the bone just kind of do its own thing. So it was so awesome. They've all had their COVID shots, so it was nice that they could fly down here and see us all and spend the week with us. We had a really nice time, so kind of cool. My son actually had a, what do they call it? His ROTC at school did he calls it a parade. It's where they kind of do their whole dress up and they go out on the field and they walk in their procession. They're holding their flags and they have to stand and salute, and, you know, their sergeants are being and captains or commanders, or I don't know. I'm not sure what they're all called and what their ranks and wording and whatnot positions are. My parents got to go down there and see him. I couldn't go down because of the fact that it was a really warm day that day. It was Friday. His dad was there though, and they took some really cool pictures and videotaped it for me. Because of my daughter's condition, she doesn't do well in the heat, and it can bring on the onset of seizures. And since we've already been kind of having issues with, I'm not sure if they're seizures, but we don't want to bring on anything that is unnecessary. So he just videotaped it for me. So when they came home, my son was so proud of himself, and he was so excited that family came down and saw him. So, alrighty, are you guys ready to stamp? Are you guys done hearing my gibberish? So I'm going to flip the camera around. I have a couple of things to talk to you guys with, or about, just some upcoming things with Stampin' Up. And most of you I've emailed, but, you know, if not, I would just, you know, like to kind of let you know again. All right, so let me get this camera turned around, and I have some really cool cards that I'm going to show you guys today. I hope you guys went and saw the replay. If you didn't watch on Thursday night, I did the catalog kickoff. I went through the new catalog and I showed off some of the things that I think are like a must-have, and they are definitely it. I have an order coming tomorrow, okay, and it's gonna be a big one, and I'm super excited. My mom just put a big order in also, so we're gonna have some fun with some new product. I have a new product that we're gonna be using today, along with some of those new in colors. But watch the replay of that catalog kickoff. I made a couple of really cool cards in there for you guys, and showing off that new stamp set that's called Days to Remember. I showed you guys some really cool wow, words are hard today. Tricks and tips on how to use that big calendar, that stamp set that comes in there. I let you guys know that there's kind of a really neat way that Stampin' Up designed it, where a 7-day increment fits perfect across our stamp pad. So go back and check out that video. I will do more videos with that stamp set because there's a lot of awesomeness in it. So, all right, enough chitter chat. Let's flip you around. Close your eyes. Don't get sick. Why is this thing not turning like it should? Oh, there we go. Just had to kink it a little bit. All right, as you guys know, you guys can find all of the dimensions, the recipe, and all that kind of stuff to the cards that I'm going to make tonight over on my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.blogspot.com. Whew, that's a mouthful. I should have thought about that before I created that. But nonetheless, it totally fits my life. I love the barns and the farms since I've got all the animals around here. And pink is my favorite color, as you guys see. And since every week that you guys see me, I have a pink shirt on because it's just the way I roll. This is May's host code. I did post that if you order $75 of product or more, I will be sending you, as long as you use my host code. If your order is over $150, don't use my host code. I will still be sending you the gift. But Stampin' Up! Is going to give you some rewards. And that's what I'm going to kind of talk to you about in here about this Connect and Craft. Yeah, over at the blog, it won't be up until sometime tomorrow, just because the fact that I've got to take pictures, I've got to edit, I've got to do all that. But when you make your order using my host code of $75 or more, I will send you these holiday rhinestone basic jewels, and they are absolutely beautiful. Just letting you know. And I love the fact that it comes in all these different colors, that it will go on so many projects. Okay, so that runs through the end of May, that rhinestone. And then the Join Plus, which is also going through May 31st. This is where Stampin' Up! Is going to give you some extra perks for joining up as a demonstrator. So normally you get $125 worth of product for $99 plus tax. Shipping is included in that. Hi, Melanie. So with the join, you're going to actually, because of the plus that they're adding on there, they're adding an extra $30 of product that you get to add on to your joining starter kit, which means you get $155 worth of product for still that low price of $99. Hello, Miss Jerry Ann. Haven't seen you in a while. So it's a great time to sign up. And I just want you to know that you do not have to sign up to make this a business. You can do it as a hobbyist, a fun stamper. You can simply do this just to get discount on the product you're already buying. So, there's a lot of logistics well, not a lot, but I mean, there's some things that kind of go on behind it. But the other perk that joining my team is we have an awesome array of people that will help you to get anything and everything you need. Lots of sharing of cards to make. There's lots of inspiration. If you do want to turn it into a business, wow, this is the place to be. So hit me up if you want to do that. Message me and let me know, and we can get you joined up. Because like I said, it's an awesome thing. Even if you don't want to stick with it and you don't continue on, it's a great way of getting $155 worth of Stampin' Up! Product for only 99 bucks, plus whatever your tax is. Shipping is free. So that's another perk in it. Then the Connect, Craft, and Collect is going through June 14th. It's an easy way to enjoy extra benefits by hosting a Stampin' Up! Party. Connect with your friends, customers, and make fun crafts and collect rewards. So how this works is when you spend or you have a party and you bring people to your party and they buy things from the catalog. We normally will keep a party open for, kind of however long you want it, but a month is typically the duration of when we have to close out a party. So as you keep showing people the catalog and bringing people in and they're buying more product, you just let your order just tally up. And the more you tally up, the more you're going to earn. So $150, like I say, when I tell you not to use my host code, if you're going to spend $150, because Stampin' Up! Is going to give you 10% rewards. If you and a couple of people go together and spend $250, you as the host is still going to get 10%, and Stampin' Up! Is going to give you an additional Stampin' rewards of $25. So that's how that works. Okay, let's get into making these cards. But let's announce winner, chicken dinner of last week's video. Fun Day Monday, number 38. Since, like I said, today is number 39. These are the cards that you have to choose from. These are those ones that I used. That one is the collar fold. Remember how I said if you turned it this way, it looks like a collar of a shirt? And this could be like a brooch, but I made this card going this way. All right, so, and then there's the matching envelope. There's this one using the simple fold, like I had shown, so you can see both sides of your DSP. And then this one here is using the old olive. So the winner of one of these cards is Miss Melanie Foy. So you let me know, Miss Melanie, and I know you're watching right now, so you can decide which one of these cards that you want and just leave me a message and I will get that in the mail to you. Okay. Let me get those out of the way. All right, we are going to be using Color and Contour Bundle today. This is kind of my new favorite. This is the die, oops, it helps if I turn it over. This is the die set, so it comes with some really cool scalloped rectangles, which the only other rectangles that I know that we have that are scalloped are in the Stitch So Sweetly, and I use those quite a bit, but now these are my new go-tos. I love this little scallop here that we're gonna run across a card that we're actually gonna make today, but I'm gonna use quite a few of these. I haven't even used these yet, playing with it, but this stamp set is just gorgeous. Let me tell you one thing about this stamp set. The way your stamps are set up on the picture are the best way to match them up. You have, out of this whole flower, you have 2 petals that are together. Know that these are your 2 petals together. So when you go to stamp these together, there's your 2 petals together that will match this as well. That also being said, know that these watercolor whimsical kind of fill in, you know, your flower parts do not match up perfectly. It is meant to do that on purpose because it is a certain kind of watercolor effect that they're trying to go with, which you'll see when I use this today. Let me show you guys a couple of cards, or actually I'll do that at the end. I was gonna say I'm gonna show you a couple of cards that I made on what was it, the other day, on Thursday when we did the catalog kickoff. I was gonna show you a couple of cards that I made, but we'll wait till the end because I want to get stamping with these. All right, so the first card that we are going to make, which you can do it in any color of the Stampin' Up. Thank you guys for the hearts. Any of the Stampin' Up rainbow array of colors that we have can be done with this card that we're going to make today. I am going to do this card. It helps if I get my card base out though. I cut all the little tidbits because it's hard to do a lot of die cutting when you're on these Facebook lives. So let me get out my card base here really quick. Okay, I am taking the basic white thick cardstock because since it's going to be my base, I want this cardstock to stand up against, you know, the wear and tear. I'm also positioning it in portrait style. So that means my cardstock is 8.5 across. So right in the center, I'm cutting this at 4 1/4. So I'm still keeping my 4 1/4 by 5.5 card base. The other thing to know is when you do cut your paper portrait like lengthwise like that, you're going to want to put a score mark in the middle. You're going to want to use a score. I know you've seen me, you know, fold my others like cards when they come like this, like when I have a card that goes this way, where it's the 8.5 by 5 1/4, or 8.5 by 5.5, I will just take this and I will fold it. Well, your paper grain runs this way and it folds nicely like that. But this way, your paper grain is running this way, lengthwise, and it will not fold nicely if you try to just fold it on a whim on that thing. So come in, do just your score line there at 5 1/4, and there is your card. All right, so there is my card base. Can you send me a catalog so I can get stuff for Anna? Miss Jerry Ann, I do have a catalog for you. I was bummed that you're not coming to my live class on Wednesday, but that's okay. I know you have a very busy life, but yes, I will bring you a catalog. I hope that I saw you wrote me and you did tell me you were busy, so thank you so much. But I will get you a catalog and I will have it there for you. And also, what else was I gonna say? I don't even remember. But yes, I will have a catalog there for you. Absolutely, Jerry. All right, so with these dies, I cut out the biggest one, and look how it leaves this little open scallop part. That was the biggest die. We're gonna put that, and this is in that brand new in color, which is the Fresh Freesia. I love this color. I mean, it and the polished pink are kind of neck and neck, and that's very, very odd for me to say anything would pull rank over my pinky colors, but this is kind of runner up. All right, then I took the next one down, which would be the second one down, and I cut out just a basic white. This is not the card or the thick cardstock. This is just regular cardstock. That's the regular basic white. And then I took the very, very smallest one, which, as you can see, each one of these has a different kind of border around them. This is the very smallest one, which we're going to put our sentiment on. So let's use this and grab our stamp. Now, the other thing to let you guys know, with the new Stampin' Up! Photopolymer stamps, Stampin' Up! Has now put our stamped images, if I can get this thing, on the back of the sheet here. So as you can see, if I was to pull that out, all of my images on the back of there. So when this thing is in, I can now take off those layers of this window sheet stuff, and my stamps stick right to the case. So the other thing before is you wouldn't know if you were missing one of your stamps because all you had them on were one of these little things. Yes, it had the outlines on here and you could probably figure it out, but this way I took my stamps right off my clear sheet and I stuck them right to my images that are already on here so I can see exactly if I am missing a stamp. So we're using this big awesome flower here, and then we're also going to use the little inside pieces of the flower, and I think that's it for right now. All right, so let's get our Memento ink. Okay, and we're going to just put this kind of right in the middle of this. Okay, just like that. Beautiful. And then, where did I put the lid to that? Oh, jeez. Okay, then I'm going to come in with Fresh Freesia. And the way to line this up with these flowers is your little flower pod up here fits in this one here. So I just dab this up. Now, when I go to stamp this, you're going to see spots of white still in here. That is the effect of it. Like I said, it has that whimsical look to it. So when I line this one up to here, I kind of just move it around until I like the placing of the rest of the flowers. And then stamp. Just like that. Love it. All right, then I'm going to take our little sentiment piece and I am going to stamp the words. Where did I put it? Oh, I think I have it right here. All right, this is from Here's a Card, and I'm pretty sure this stamp set is retired, but I needed a birthday card, so it's just gonna have to work. And I do not often use stamp sets that are retired because that's not fair to do that to you guys. Because why use product that you guys can't buy? But this just makes a gorgeous birthday card, and I just had to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp my happy birthday in there. Oh, that is so beautiful. Are you guys falling in love with this color yet? Then wait till you see what I do with it. We're also going to use the new, this is the Open Weave ribbon, which is also in that Fresh Freesia. All right, so let's move some of these pieces. All right, let's get this stuck down. So Jerry, yes, you and Anna should come to next month's card class. It would be so much fun to have you guys there and have you learn all about this. Not to say that you can't stamp on your own, but hey, it's just kind of nice to have everybody around. Then we're going to take this piece, but this piece we're going to put on dimensionals. So I have a little bit there that I can cut up, but I need to get a new thing of dimensionals out. I go through dimensionals so stinking much. So when you buy your dimensionals, you're gonna get 3 full sheets of those dimensionals. Does it tell me how many? There's 300 dimensionals in here. Okay, just to let you know. So we're gonna pop this up. And then we're gonna just line this kind of up on here. There we go. Oh, absolutely. You guys definitely need to go see your dad. That's why when you wrote and told me that, I was like, absolutely. You go in and see your dad. Pulls rank over a stamp class any day. So I hope you guys have a safe, fun trip. Okay, so this is gonna go here, but okay, the ribbon I need first. Oh yeah, Patty, I'm telling you, this set has not left my desk because I have it's a media tower in the other room where I keep all my stamp sets on it. And normally when I play with the stamp set, I'll bring it out over here to my desk and then it'll sit over here. And when I'm done playing with it, then I clean all my stamps and then I go and I put it back on my media stand. This stamp set has not left my desk. I have used it pretty much on every card, and I've used other stamp sets with it just playing around. And I'll show you, like I said, if you saw the catalog kickoff, you'll see what I'm talking about using this stamp along with another stamp set. But if you didn't, I will show you guys that card when I'm done here. All right, so we're just gonna take this. This is kind of going to be an easy, but kind of that classic clean look kind of a card on this birthday card. So I'm gonna come in with my snot dots or glue dots, whatever you wanna call them. I call them snot dots, but, and then I'm gonna put one in the middle of the back on one end and then do it again on the other end. Just like that. Then I'm gonna take, actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna take one more just for safe measure. And I'm just gonna put it right in the center here. And then I'm gonna take my ribbon and lay my ribbon down kind of where I want it. And then know that, okay, those are gonna go right there. And then when I go to put this down, that's exactly what I want to be happening, but I think this needs to be moved over just a hair. There we go. That's what I want. And then I'm also gonna bump that up on dimensionals. So let's use up, oops, wrong scissors. I almost gummed up my good scissors. Oh, that would have been a bad, bad thing. And with those dots underneath, the snot dots, glue dots that I put underneath the ribbon, I just set my dimensionals right on top of the glue dots. So because the other side of the dimensional being sticky, it sticks right to the glue dot, so everything will stay down nicely. So I'm just going to place this. I'm going to go a little bit past my white scallop here and just place that down. Just like that. All right. And no card is complete without a little bit of bling. So I have the 2021, 2023 in color jewels. And I know you guys have seen me show these before because I think they are absolutely beautiful. They have so much sparkle to them that I'm in love. So I will have to buy mini packages of these. So let's put a big one right up here. I'm looking at my other card over here to make sure because I like the way it looks over here. Like that, two there, and then another one. So you have two different sizes of these. You have the bigger ones, and then you have the smaller ones. And then one down there. Just add a little bit of bling to that. For some reason, those always look crooked to me. And I'm looking at my measures, and it doesn't, I don't know. All right, so there is that card. And then you can put any kind of birthday sentiment in the inside of there. But isn't that beautiful? All the dimension and all the different kind of elements to this card just makes it so stunning. But we did very little stamping. So how kind of cool is that? Here, I made it in the polished pink. So there's side by side. Oh, you know what I forgot that I'm seeing? I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but can you see that shimmer and shine? Thank you guys for the hearts. Can you see that shimmer on those? Ooh, we got to add some shimmer. So let's grab our, oh, that one's not even open yet. Jeez. Let's get one that's actually open. This is our Wink. It's called Wink of Stella. And Wink is beautiful. She's our girl. It's kind of like that saying, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Well, in the stamping industry, Wink is a girl's best friend. Just saying. Because most of us girls like a little bit of bling and shine. So there, can you see that shimmer on that flower now? I hope you could see that because it is gorgeous. Okay, there, that is our first card then. And look at those rhinestones, how it just makes kind of just simple card just pop. All right, so that was card number one. Card number two. And you know, today I was looking at these cards and I was like, which one is my favorite out of these? Because yeesh, I'm telling you, it's kind of a difficult thing in life to have to pick out which one of these cards you like best. All right, I'm going to use the base that I just cut from the other one. It doesn't matter which kind of base you use or which way you cut your base, because these cards are all standing kind of portrait style. So let me come in here and 5.5. Let's move that down just a hair. 5.5. Score that. Okay. Now, oh, my fan's blowing. I just blew my cards all over the place. Don't take my cards. All right, then I took that same little scalloped square, number 2, this one right here, because you have all these different squares. So I took this one. You have, how many are in here? 5, 6? No, 5. So you have the smallest one, and then this one that has these like little lines on it where you can run ribbon through them. It's kind of a neat one. And then this one is kind of like this, but this has dots and this has like the perforated, however you say that word. Words are hard. This one is the one, so the second largest is the one that I made, this black one, and then I made the focal point of that last card. All right, so. Oh, let's not lose our gems because those are the most gorgeous things. Don't lose them. All right, card base. Then we need another piece of, what did I cut here? Oh, okay, they're both the same. I knew I had another piece for the last card, but I just wanted to make sure I had the right one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out the inside of this little scallop and see where we're at. So I'm just going from these little polka dotted lines and these polka dotted lines. And so that is about 2 3/4. So I know that I'm going to leave a little bit of a space. So I'm going to probably go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3/8, or 2 3/8. Jeez Louise, 5. What am I talking about? I'm gonna cut mine at 2 3/8. No, 2 5/8. Jeez Louise. Like I said, words are hard, numbers are hard. So yes, we're gonna cut our 2 5/8. Okay, and then. So I need to write that down so when I do the dimensions on the blog, 2 5/8, okay? And then when we go this way, we can see that this is dots from dots lengthwise is 4 inches. So I'm gonna do 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, okay? Because I just want 1/8 of an inch gap in between. So let's get this cut. So let's see what the length of this is. That is 4 1/4. So we can go ahead and cut this at 2 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2 5/8, and then 3 7/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, right past the 3 1/4 mark, 3 3/4 mark. All right, so that should fit if I did my numbers right, which woohoo, I did. All right, so that fits right inside of there. So if you guys want to write that down, since I just took up half of our Facebook Live trying to figure out numbers. Maybe numbers are not hard for you, but my goodness, are they hard for me. Okay, so this is the little focal piece that we're going to be doing stamping on. But first, we need this piece. And we need all 5 pieces of our... Where's my pink? I had them all. I did. I know I did. Oh, there they are. Jeez, they're hiding. Okay, so I have just scrap kind of pieces that I've cut stuff off of. I need them to at least be at least 6 inches long. So each one of my papers has to be at least 6 inches long for this next part of this card that I'm going to show you. Oops. And then we're going to cut a 1/2 inch, so 1/2 inch by 6 pieces, by 6 of each one of these colors. All right, so I know this is already 6 inches long, so I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to cut this at 1/2. Okay, so there's one strip in the polished pink. My next strip I know is going to be 6. Okay, this is going to be cut in a 1/2 inch strip. Okay, that is soft succulent. All right, this one is definitely longer than 6, but that's okay. It can be longer. You just don't want it any shorter than 6 inches. Okay, this is going to be 1/2 inch, and this is our gorgeous fresh freesia. And then our evening evergreen, if that's not a tongue twister for you. All right, cut that at 1/2 inch. Okay, and then let me see, is that 6 inches? Oh yeah, that'll work. All right, then our pale papaya. Okay, all right, there's all 5 of our colors. Now let me show you what we're gonna do here. Okay, we're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna come over here and take these and lay them out diagonally. Now you can pick how you want to arrange these. I'm gonna kind of watch what's going on down here at this bottom. Make sure I'm in frame here for you guys. I'm gonna kind of watch what I'm doing down here, and I'm only gonna leave about a 1/4 inch, you know, down here, 2/3 of an inch from the bottom. And then I'm gonna leave a little bit of a gap in between, maybe a 1/4 of an inch in between. But I don't want that color next. I want this color next. And what I'm doing now is I'm just positioning these at first to see how I like them, and then I'm gonna glue them down, because I wanna make sure my margins stay where I need them. Then I will come in with this one, just like that. Isn't that cool? And then once we get them all glued down, we will just take our snips and tick, 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 right up the edge of our card base. Where's my, oh, there's my glue. So I'm just gonna take this first piece, just kind of run a little bit of glue down it. If I need to come in and glue the sides, I can do so. And if I have glue further than where I need it, that's okay also. And on this card, this is where your glue eraser will come in very handy. Now, if you don't have a glue eraser, I am going to start selling adhesive kits. So it's probably going to include, and I only say probably because I still haven't figured out the costs yet for these, but it's going to come in a cute little mesh bag, and it will come with 1 bottle of Tombow glue. It will come with a sheet of your large dimensionals. It will come with a sheet of small dimensionals. It will come with one of your glue erasers. It will also come with a sand eraser, which is made by this same brand. So let me tell you what a sand eraser is. A sand eraser is when I was to stamp my image down in a little bit of ink, especially on a red rubber stamp. Say a little bit of ink got over here on this, and I pushed a little bit too hard, and a little bit of the line over here showed up on my image. Well, instead of ruining my whole card, a sand eraser is exactly what it is. It's made out of kind of a sandpapery kind of construction that removes a little bit of ink. Now, if you stamp a whole image down, by all means, it will not remove your whole image. It is just to kind of scrape off. It's going to scratch your paper a little bit, but it's going to scratch off any boo-boos of ink that are on your paper. So that's kind of a really cool thing. Oh no, it didn't work. What the heck? Is it rubber like this? Yeah, these ones, I can't remember where I got these. We've had these for a while, but I found another set of them that I'm gonna buy to put inside of these adhesive kits. Also, I'm going to put a 6-inch ruler inside of the kit as well, because I really think, you know, especially like this, just having this little small 7-inch grid paper helps immensely. Like when I said I was measuring the papers out, it's kind of nice, instead of always having to grab a ruler, it's kind of nice to just have a little 6-inch ruler sitting around. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna throw that in there too. And kind of the whole purpose of doing it is because since we're having in live classes, I really want people to have their own glue to use. So like when we have our get together, I'm only supplying so many bottles of glue because, I mean, it's just the way it is. And for that, if you had your own, you don't have to wait for the next person to use. It was really hard rubber. Yeah, these are pretty, I mean, it's kind of hard, but I can't remember what it's called either. It has a certain name. Yeah, these are kind of pliable, and when it kind of gets gooped up, you just kind of pull the goopies off of the end, just like that, to clean it. But I just pulled all the glue off of there. It just kind of adheres to it and you just rub it right off. Okay. So yeah, so I'm going to put in a 6-inch ruler because I do think, did I have the right scissors? Okay, yeah. I do think having just a small ruler, so it's just really kind of nice to have these little adhesive bags when you start going to your monthly outings, to your stamp parties. Or if you decide to have a stamp party in your home and you want somebody like myself, because I'm the greatest. I mean, just kidding. I'm not the greatest. But if you want me to come and host a party at your house and you invite friends over and I do all the hard work by bringing all of this awesomeness and let them sit there and play cards and build cards. Not play cards. Well, I guess you're kind of playing cards, right? You're building them. All right, so that is going to be our background. See how kind of cool that is? Then our piece right here, we can put this thing away. This is gonna go on here, but first, let me move this. I think we are done with, all right, let me clean these ones up because we are no longer gonna use this. So those of you guys who have the chamois, what do you guys think? Have you played with it? Have you used it? Because I am totally sold. I just bought 3 more chamois because, again, having live classes, since I'm supplying my product, I want people to, you know, be kind to my product, but I want them to see how easy these chamois are to use and to have because they are, I think they're awesome. And since they're cleaning my product, I want them to be able to use a chamois. All right, so we're done with this. Let's get this out of here since it's no longer available. I just needed that happy birthday on that. Let's get this out of here. I'm just moving some stamps around so I can use the stamps that we need for this set because it's also the same image that we're going to use for the next one. So I'm going to come in with this flower. So right now I'm going to be using this, the inside of this flower along with that image as well. Then I'm also going to use this right here, the little leafy part. And then I also am going to bring in just this little, it goes to this flower right here, but I want this little image here. And then I need, what else did I need? Maybe my sentiment. That would probably be good, right? Oh, the little smooshy thing. These things, the little spots. We need those. Okay, so I'm just gonna set those spots on that piece. Or actually, I'm gonna grab another block really quick because I have another, these are old blocks, but doesn't matter. You can use even, like I had showed you guys the other day, if you don't have all the size blocks and you need another block, use your mini Stampin' Emboss as a, you can stick your stamp right on there and stamp with it. Just saying, if you don't have everything you need, find other things that are purposeful. All right, I'm not going to stamp the image yet because we don't quite need it yet. So let's get this Oops, what colors do I need? I need all of my colors pretty much. So I am going to bring in my, I'm gonna move some stuff out of the way here. Never enough space, I tell you. Soft Succulent, Polished Pink, Pale Papaya, Evening Evergreen, and the Lost Fresh Freesia, wherever I put it. Oh, here it is. And Fresh Freesia. Okay, so we are going to use, we're going to use Fresh Freesia first. So I'm going to take the outlined image and I'm going to stamp it kind of, let's see, I'm going to put it, how do I want it? I'm going to do it. I have my other card over here, but I want to do it a little bit different. So I'm going to pop this up right up. No, I'm going to come up here. I fibbed. No, I'm not. Okay, just do it. Just commit. It's those commitment issues. All right, so remember how I said the 2 leaves right there? There's my 2 leaves popped right up. So then I know that when I come down with this, I just line those up. And again, you're going to still have white spots, but these stamps are meant for that. They're not meant to line up perfect. All right, so there's that one. We're going to need the chamois for this because I need these again. Now we need our Pale Papaya. Oh, don't throw your stamps like I just did because that could be not so good. All right, and then I'm going to take Pale Papaya and I'm just going to put her right up there. And then find my 2 leaves and then turn this so I know that I'm going to stamp it the same way. Okay. Close her up. Clean these again. Sometimes you need 10 of the same set. No, just kidding. I mean, sometimes yes, really. So, oops, we don't need Fresh Freesia. What am I doing? Okay, I already used Fresh Freesia. Already used Pale Papaya. We need Polished Pink. Whew, get it together, girl. Okay, we're gonna take Polished Pink and put her right up there. And then the 2 leaves. Where did our 2 leaves go? Okay, they're right over here. So, where did I put them? Oh, well, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna stamp it on there. See? Just like that. It didn't have to line up because these flowers are not meant to line up. All right, let's come in with Evening Evergreen. And with that little crazy kind of whimsical squiggle of a leaf, I'm just gonna go like this. Kind of just put it right in there. Okay. Now with the little insert of that one little flower, like that little flower blossom, that take that and then just kind of, I'm just gonna put it inside of this leaf. And again, I'm not lining anything up. I'm just, it's not meant for that, but I just want a little bit of color in there that I don't care that it doesn't line up evenly. Then I'm gonna take those little polka dotty, splotchy, sprinkly, splattery things, and then I'm gonna stamp off once, and then I'm gonna stamp on. Okay? Stamp off once, stamp on. Again, stamp off, stamp on. I don't want to completely cover my flowers, but it's okay that I put it over the flowers a little bit because it's kind of like a little splatter effect on there. All right, then I'm done with that. Now I'm going to, where's my background? There it is. Okay, this is going to go on here, just like that. And then I'm going to grab another little piece. I had that extra piece that I cut off of here. I'm going to use this for my sentiment. So I'm going to say, "You're so awesome," which is another one of those. You're so, oh, you're absolutely amazing. Geez, I was really worded there. Told you, words are hard. Now do you believe me? Can't even get my wording right, and it's right in front of my face. All right, so let's take our black memento. Since we've got the black border on that, I'm going to take this and stamp this down. Now, I know that is totally crooked, and I did that purposefully. Okay, scissors, zips, there they are. All right, snip that out. Now, I'm just gonna come in here, which you guys have seen me do before, and I'm just gonna move my scissors around this image ever so just like that. And then let's even this up a little bit. Just like that. So it says, "You're absolutely amazing." Then we're going to put that right there. So let's grab a couple dimensionals. And I just opened up a brand new pack of dimensionals. Where did I put them? Oh, there they are. I was going to say, tell me I did not put those away, because, that would be something I would do. All right, let's take this and get it out of the way. And on my card, my other card, I actually did it this way, but that's why I flipped my card upside down, because I didn't like it like that. I like it this way. All right, now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put it down here in this bottom corner. Just like that. Then I'm going to adhere that straight to my little black piece. And how many of you guys ordered those or have them on your wish list? Those little flourishing flowers. They came in fresh freesia, pale papaya, and polished pink little flowers. We're going to play with those. Get some of those put on here. All right, so I'm just going to do tone on tone, and I'm going to put the little flower on here. So I'm just going to put a little dot of glue just kind of in the center of each one of these. Because I think the big flower might be overkill. I mean, we can try it and see. Oh, you know what? We're going to do the big one. We're just going to do it. Just go for it. No regrets, no regrets. Oh, that looks good. That works. Okay. All right, let's grab a pale papaya. Oops, and let's not lose her. And then let's grab a fresh freesia. I need a little bit more glue on here. That's starting to dry already. That's what happens when you have a fan blowing over here. And you don't need any little goobies on there. And the thing is if your glue smooshes out of the side, don't fret, because this glue dries clear. So you won't even see any of it at the end if it smooshes out the side of your flowers. All right, so here is our card base. And then this is gonna get adhered straight on there. Oh, excuse me, I have the hiccups. Just like that. So again, like the last card, when I said that you're going to use a million different colors from Stampin' Up! To make that card in all sorts of colors, this is kind of the same way. I did not have that straight. You can make this card in all sorts of colors. It doesn't have to be these in colors like I used. I'm just showing off the new in colors because they're new. But you could do this, say you did it in a bunch of different blues, kind of like an ombre effect. Like if you were to come in with Coastal Cabana, blue, Pool Party, and Bermuda Bay. What would be another one that you could kind of fit in there? Or even do 6 stripes of it. You could do 2 Pool Party, 2 Coastal Cabana, and 2 Bermuda Bay. That would be really pretty. So look at that. Isn't that kind of cool? Just adds a little bit of dimension to that card, again, with some different effects. All right. And again, you can come in with some Wink of Stella and wink her up on just those petals, but right now I'm just going to leave it alone. Cool, huh? All right. So that is card number 2. Then we are going to need this again. So let me get this wording off of here. All right. So our next card. So this one, I need that black card base that I have. So you have 8.5 by 5.5, and we're just gonna score this. Let me make sure my paper is the right way, because you have an ugly side of your paper and then you have a nice side of your paper. And we want the nice side showing outwards and the ugly side inside. Okay, there's our card base. So this measures now 4 1/4 by 5.5. Then we're going to come in with a piece of white, which is going to measure, when I think I'm done cutting it, it's going to be 4 1/4 by 5.5, but we're going to cut it down to 5 1/4 by 4. You don't necessarily, I'm not going to cut it down because we're going to trim off anyway, so don't worry about that. Just make sure your height for your card is 1/4 inch smaller than that. So like I said, this measures 5.5 lengthwise. Make sure this is cut at 5 1/4. This can stay 5 or 4 1/4 because we're going to do that big scallop that I was telling you. This one right here. Then we need a piece of fresh freesia, or any color that you choose, but I'm using fresh freesia because I just love this color. This is 4 by 5 1/4. So it is going to be the same height as our white piece, but when we go to cut this off over here, you're going to have part of that fresh freesia underneath and being seen underneath the scallop. You'll see what I'm saying, because sometimes explaining it instead of just showing it are extremely blah. All right, so we need a little bit of memento. And we're going to take our memento and our outline flower here. Isn't card number 2 fun? I know, Karen, right? Just kind of a little bit something different that kind of draws your eye to a rainbow effect, but it wasn't really rainbow. All right, so my first flower, I'm gonna kind of stamp it off the edge and more towards this side. This one I'm gonna kind of offset and put more over here. Then the next one I'm gonna do, oh man, that could have been very ugly if that would have dropped upside down, right? Oh, have any of you guys had that happen? All right, again, we're gonna offset it, coming back in kind of even with that top one. Maybe I should hold it now. And then this one, offset, going even with the second one. All right. Now, I had a little, this little doohickey here is a finger dauber. All right, you're gonna need your little finger dauber. Oh, actually, let's do our sentiment first, since we're already here and we already have memento here. All right, let me get rid of this, we don't need it right now. And let's put "so happy for you." Or we can do "thank you for everything." Let's do a thank you card. Let's do "thank you for everything." Because it's kind of one of those things that we always need kind of a thank you. And trust me, I do have a million thank you cards, but you can never have too many thank you cards because we should be thanking everyone. All right, I'm going to take my sentiment and I'm going to come right in this little area right here where this second flower is bumped that way. And for this, I need to stand up. Stand up and pop your butt out, because that's how we roll. Okay, now we're done with our Memento Black. What did fresh freesia I needed. So fresh freesia. Now, let me show you what we're going to do here. We're going to clean this one off. Okay. Now we're going to grab our little finger dauber, and you don't have to do it the way that I'm doing it. You could take the finger dauber and just run it around in your flower. That's very cool too. But I'm just going to show you a different way of doing this. So I'm just going to take my finger dauber and I'm just going to lightly just do the inside ring of my flower. I'm not doing the whole flower. Then I'm going to huff on it. You know how you clean your glasses and you huff? Okay, that's the same effect that I'm doing here. All right, but then I need to clean this off again really quick because of the fact that sometimes these black marks, if it's not completely dry, your black will stay on your stamp. And you don't want that black because then you're just going to drag it to the next stamp. So grab your color, just lightly. You know how you clean your glasses. Do it again. And I am not lining this up at all because it doesn't really matter because those outside petals are not touching. And look. Did you see that? I almost just messed that up because I didn't clean it. I could have had ugly black marks on my next flower. And see, and I didn't huff either, but thank God I did it quickly. Okay, done with the finger dauber. Okay, just like that. Okay, done with fresh freesia. Or no, we're not. No, I'm not done with that. I fibbed. You're going to need your little splooshies again. I don't know the technical name for them, but I call them splooshies because they look like splooshies. Just a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. There we go. Now we're done with fresh freesia. Let's come back in. Again, this card can be done in any color that you choose. I should have chose a different color. I should have done pale papaya, but I'm just so drawn to fresh freesia. It's gonna be the story of my life. Okay, I have a bow maker. Oh, there it is. All right, we need to grab this little bow maker and we're gonna make ourselves a little bow here. And again, like words, bows are extremely hard for me, so I have to have a bow maker. And I have a couple different bow makers, and this just always seems to be the one that I go to because it's just sitting right here. And again, even with the bow maker, bows can be hard for me. I'm not coordinated very well to make bows. Okay. So there's my bow, and I need this to cut that and cut that. Maybe go a little bit shorter. There we go. All right, so there's my beautiful little bow. Then I'm just gonna pull these little tails down a hair. All right, get rid of that. See, here's my other bow maker right here. And this one you just hold in your hand and you just wrap. You just wrap your bow around just like this, and then you pull it through just like that, and then you tie it, and it does the same thing. That one was an incentive for my team leader. If we accomplished a certain amount of sales last month, we achieved that as a freebie. And of course, I bought a lot of product and had some sales that I achieved that. All right, so I'm just gonna take a snot dot and put it right in the center of the little bow part. This is now, oh, I almost goofed up. I need to cut this first. Don't attach your bow until you cut this because you're gonna run it through your doohickey here. All right, so normally with this, you're gonna use 2 of these plates. One is gonna be your cutting plate and one is gonna be your top plate. I'm just gonna tell you, I didn't. My mom purchased a couple of these off of scrapbook.com. It is a self-healing mat. It works on any die cutting machine. Obviously not our Mini Boss because it's not a mini mat, but any die cutting machine as far as like a big die cut, it is awesome. It cuts beautifully every single time. I have never ever, and this is not something I endorse, this is not something I buy. I am no rhyme or reason affiliated with what did I say, scrapbook.com. I'm just telling you this because it is a great product, and hey, if I find something great, why not share it with you guys? I'm not a stingy person. So I'm just letting you know, if you have a die cutting machine, these are only 10 bucks, and obviously plus tax and shipping wherever you're at. But I think the company, from what I think my mom was telling me, I think the company is actually based right here out of Arizona, for any of you people who are close and local here. I think they're out, I don't remember where she said they were, but it cuts beautifully every single time. So let me show you. And what I mean by it being self-healing, so it helps if you take your whatever this is, washi tape. But watch, this would be so neat for a wave if you wanted to use, I just ripped it because of the washi tape on there, but this you could do in different colors and now use the reverse side as a wave on some water. Do this in a couple different, stagger it. How cool would that be in a little bit of misty moonlight or some seaside spray colors? Or, okay, just saying, it has multi-purpose. Okay, I'm gonna throw this back in here so I don't wind up misplacing that. And then, do you see how cool that is? You have those little dots on there that just kind of leave it, again, that whimsical kind of look to it. But self-healing mat. So you can see where I've cut and you can see where I just did that. It's already healing up. So if I bend this, you're not going to see ridges in there because it heals itself. You can use both sides and you will get, I'm just telling you, because it's kind of a squish, it's not hard like this, that your dies crease into this. So you make sure you get a nice cut every single time. And again, I will say it, I am not affiliated with this company at all. I just like that product. So, all right, card base. Now we can attach our bow down here. I'm just going to kind of do it right below my sentiment there. Just like that. Now I'm going to grab some of our, they're the matte dot, the matte black finish dots. These are in the JJ mini catalog, but they decided to continue them in the new annual catalog, the new 2021, 2022 catalog. So these are in there. I already have a package that's open here. I don't know why I couldn't just show that. So let's get this card attached. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to attach the purple or freesia first after I get my googlies off of. And oh my gosh, did any of you guys start watching Mayor of Easttown on, what was it called, HBO Max or whatever? Oh, last night, like I said, it comes on every Saturday or every Sunday. Holy smokes, artichokes. Last night had me, I was on edge. Just saying, it's such a good show. And I just have to share it with you guys. All right, so I'm gonna leave a little bit of that fresh freesia showing on this side as well. But see how I said with that scallop over there that you're gonna see the purple or the fresh freesia? Purple, whatever. When I was growing up, it was just called purple. No, Stampin' Up! Always has great names for our colors. Okay, let's get our little matte dots here. I'm gonna take a big one. Oh, I'm gonna clean this off first. And I'm going to just lightly pinch that to get some of that to come up. And once I see it start coming up, I'm gonna turn it back and unloosen it. Well, maybe. See how it's slowly rising? Okay, but I'm done. I don't want it to come up anymore. So then I quickly release and open that back up so it's not tight, so it doesn't keep squirting the little blue goobs out. I don't know what that stuff is, but blue goob sounds good to me. All right, I'm gonna put one here, and then I'm gonna take two smaller ones and put one right here and one up here. Okay, stagger them. Yep. Okay. That is okay, Lorian. I'm happy to see you in here. How are you feeling, my dear? You had quite a scare there, my friend. You had many prayers, though, let me tell you. All right, so that is the last card. So let me show them all to you after I get my mess kind of situated here. And don't forget to add these. If you're into the new in colors, these are a must-have. These are those 2021, 2023 in color jewels. They are the sparkliest, blingiest. I don't know, I'm just throwing words out there now because awesomeness, okay? That's a good word for them because they are really cool. If you like the shine. Okay, again, May's host code right here, QM3VB9K3. Any orders over $150, do not use that host code. Stampin' Up! Is going to give you some rewards. I want you to have those. But remember, if your order is over $75 in product, so that means before shipping and your product, before shipping and handling, you are going to get these holiday rhinestones. So even you people that spend over $150 and don't use that host code, you're going to get these. But I need you, if it's $75 and more, up to $150, I need you to use my host code and you'll get thrown in for these gems because they're gorgeous. All right, let's put all these cards out here. Let me get some of my mess put away here and get my stamps all put in the same area so I don't lose them. And then I will bring in all these cards and show you the awesomeness that we made tonight. All right, and like I said, I'll make sure I have those dimensions put up on the blog tomorrow, stampinthepinkbarn.blogspot.com. And I also put, just to let you guys know, to sign up for my newsletter. I just started a new newsletter going out there that will come straight into your email and let you know all of Stampin' Up's promotions and, you know, anything that's going on in Stampin' Upville, or Stampin' Up Land, whatever you want to call it. On the blog, when you sign in on the, or not sign in, when you go into the blog, on the right hand column there says subscribe to my newsletter. All you have to do is put your information in there. The only reason why I have it say your birthday, oh my goodness, you're still on oxygen. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, many prayers to you. That's horrible. But at least you're home. That's a good thing. I think being home is always healing. Being in a hospital is not fun. So over there, when it says subscribe to my newsletter, is that where I was talking? I think so. It says your birthday on there because I want to put everybody on a birthday list because I want to start sending you all birthday cards. I think getting birthday cards in the mail is so cool. And I think it's something that I want to do for you guys, my friends, and my subscribers. So that's why I have it ask you your birthday. I know I don't want people thinking that, oh my gosh, that's awfully personal. Why are you asking? I'm only asking because I want to send out birthday cards. I kind of threw a thing on Facebook too, on the Facebook page to tell me your birthday. But as, you know, things get posted, it gets shoved down to, you know, further and further down on the bottom. And then nobody sees it anymore. So I figured I would just attach it to my newsletter and then I can get those sent out to people. Because then I create a contact in my phone where it tells me, hey, so-and-so's birthday's coming up. You need to send them a card. Okay, so there was card number 2. And there was card number 1. So I need to make envelopes, I know. And so with envelopes, probably this one, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with an envelope with that one. This one, I'm probably going to do the flap of the envelope in these 3 different flowers. And then this one, I will do the flap looking just kind of like this. So what do you guys think? Are those not so cool? Are you guys sold on this set? Right? I know. Beautiful, right? Yes, I was so happy to hear that you got sent home the other day too. Card 3 is your favorite. I know, I'm telling you, that color, something about this fresh freesia. And I'm really kind of liking, that was the first time I've ever used this scallop out of those. I've been sticking with these rectangle scallopy pieces. But then today I was like, oh, how neat would that be? And you know what else I was just thinking? Instead of putting these splooshes on here, you could take tone on tone. So take that same stamp with the splashes, and before you put down your white piece here, put your splashes on here. But since it will be the same color, you're gonna kind of get a watermark behind back here. So just kind of something I just saw, because I think that would probably be neat and add a little bit of dimension maybe underneath here. I don't know, I might have to try that. We shall see. And I might try it even in pale papaya. So keep watch for that. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me. Miss Melanie, you're gonna need to pick what card you want and have, so I can decide, or so I can get that in the mail to you. Hand pinned, that is on, I actually think that's in my mom's order coming, she got her order today. Mine's coming tomorrow. I think my mom got the whole hand pinned suite. So I will have to check that out. I did see, but similar scallops. Oh, it has scallop, it has these? Is that what you're saying? Oh, no, you're right. It does have one of these. The hand pin does, but it's a smaller little, I see what you're saying. It's more like this as a one piece where you could do the scallop in little small pieces. I see what you're saying, Karen. Yeah, she did get that set today. Yeah, I know she had a pretty big box of stuff coming in because I was marking the catalog, all the stuff that she got, so I don't duplicate it since we kind of pass our stuff back and forth. So awesome. Well, thank you again. Like I said, take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. And I will see you guys next Monday for number 40. Woo woo! We're getting there, guys. And I'm hoping that things are going more smoother as we're getting through this, because every time I start these videos and do these, oh, you guys are so nice for doing that. Throwing up those thumbs and those hearts, that helps me so much. And also, like I said, sharing my videos help me immensely as well, if you guys could do that for me as well. But yeah, every time I kind of get into this, I get so nervous every time I start a live. And I know that sounds so crazy weird because, I mean, I've been doing this for, what, 39 weeks. Plus I do, every month, I do the paper pumpkin live where I put those together and show you guys alternatives, and I did the extra catalog kickoff. But I still get so nervous when I start these because I'm so afraid of screwing up, because words are hard. I keep telling you, words are so hard for me. But I'm starting to just relax and try to make it more of a fun experience for myself and for you guys, so I'm not stumbling over my words, because I really have a hard time saying the word and it drives me nuts. I hate it. I hate that I say the word and every time I catch myself, I'm like, gah, gah. You know, when you're in the middle of and you've already said it, but then you're like kind of kicking yourself behind the scenes that I said it, but what do? It's already been spewed out of your mouth. So what are you supposed to do? All right, you guys, take care. Yes, we are all human. Absolutely. Yep. I'm trying. I just kind of have to realize, you know, we are all human. We all make mistakes. And you know what? Sometimes it's good that you guys see that I make mistakes and that I drop steps and that I do things wrong and that I'm not a robot. And, you know, everybody who does artistic things, yeah, I think there's really, like, yes, you can mess it up, don't get me wrong, because I can really drop something on here and really screw this whole card up. But at the end of the day, I can either make another one or I can try to find some kind of embellishment to cover it and just go with it. You know, it's just that easy. I need to not be so, I'm very critical of myself. Let's just put it that way. I'm a perfectionist and I like things to be perfect, and I need to learn to kind of give some of that up because it's not good for me. So, all right, you guys, again, thank you guys so much for watching me. I enjoy that you guys pop on here. So have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next Monday for number 40. Bye.